balance transfer, and how it can help you or how it can destroy you. Okay, so should we start with what is it, balance transfer?
Oh, yes.
So overall, it's referred to you getting another card that offers you a 0% interest.
Yeah.
So you can do pretty much whatever with the money you want.
Freedom!
Yes, more money. Great. That's what we need right now. So you can use it. You can take the full amount. Let's say we're going to take an easier amount. You were approved for 10,000. Some banks will allow you to actually take this 10,000, transfer to your checking account. Some of them will allow you to take this $10,000 and put it in whatever credit cards you already have debt on and you have higher interest. And most of them will allow you just, if you want to go and spend, you have this money amount, you have to make sure that you know what is the term of it. So you can go and you can spend and you know there is 0% interest.
Yes. This sounds awesome, right? This sounds like it's a free money. Yeah, we can use it. But they have some catch there, and we want you to understand before you do anything, before you go and get online this free credit card, stay with us because you need to know this before you make any decision. So first, you need to look at the fees. There is a fee. There is always a fee.
Nobody gonna give you money free. And there's tiny small letters at the end of whatever it is, or there's a lot of banks, if you see, they will promote 0% interest, no charges, just come and take it. And then when you click at the bottom, the small terms and conditions, you will see that some banks on a balance transfer, if you want to take their money and put to cover your other credit cards, they will charge you, from what we've seen, 3 to 5%.
Yeah.
So put it in perspective, you move $10,000 to your checking account or to whatever credits you want to cover, they will charge you $300 to $500. Or they have a minimum of usually $5 charge. So if you just took some cash, $50, you know they're going to charge you $5 from it.
So don't use it just for small amounts because you will end up paying too many fees. So it's not
better take a higher amount, because every time you take $50, they're going to charge you $5 fee. It's not worth it. Margot saying always money grab. Yes, we agree. Let me like this comment.
We like it because that's their business. And we cannot get like upset at the banks because they are doing business with our hard-earned money, but we have to be very well informed before we do anything.
Yeah, because while you're doing the right decisions, you might get out of this as a winner.
Yeah.
You save a lot of interest for the first year, or again, the second part that you need to check in term and condition for how long they're going to give it to you. Because some banks, they'll tell you, you have 10 months with 0% interest. And then after that, it's going to go up to the regular APR and you're going to be paying regular interest rate.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You have to know first, what is the fee? The fee can be different for different periods or for different purpose. So they might have a fee only for transfer that might look super nice, like only $5 with 3% interest, like one of those $5 or 3%, depending which one is higher. And they will say, yes, but if you use the cash advance, then we will charge you $10. So you have to read all of that and make sure that you understand, because some of these cards are very good for you to transfer your current debt and save on the interest. But don't go and use it in something else, because then you will, all the things that you are saving in, you will be it kind of average.
Yeah.
It will say you will end up paying more maybe because you are using this card for something that is more expensive. They use.
Yeah. So Kate usually reference to the terms and conditions. You have these times when you sign up for Netflix that it's like, who wants to read this?
We
Fine.
don't read it.
We don't read it neither. We agree with it. But when it's connected to your money and you have to be maybe paying some fees, take this couple minutes, read it so you know exactly what's going on.
Read the terms and conditions.
Yes. So a very important things to remember when you apply for something like this, and instead of taking the money and paying all your credits, and you actually take more money. So let's say you have 100% available credit to you, and you're gonna use more than 30% of it, the credit bureau already start looking funny at you. Yeah. And then when you reach to 50% of utilization of your all credit, then it's already a red flag and they can start lowering your credit score. And the more of this 100% credit available you use, the worse your credit will be because you get more and more risky. So make sure, usually the best way, do not exceed ever 30%.
Yes.
10% and lower, this is when you're like, okay, excellent customer, your credit score getting better every time. But if you start utilizing more than 30%, it starts getting bad. So when you do take the money, don't think, hey, I have extra money, my credit cards can wait, I'll pay them later. No, just pay them off because you don't want to be doing these things. Yeah. Especially if you're already kind of close to maximize your other credit cards.
And we don't know what will going to happen with all this pandemic. A lot of people are talking like that something very bad is about to come in the way of the economy, how the government is printing money, how so many people are unemployed, and how so many companies will get into bankruptcy. So we don't know how bad, if will be a recession or if will be even worse than that. So for now, what you have to do is to think, okay, I have all this debt. How can I make my life easier and commit to pay this debt, but the best way possible? So this balance transfer is a good way if you commit to pay it. And if you don't get tempted to go to Amazon and order a bunch of stuff for your house. So make sure you have an idea of what you want to do with these credit cards that look so amazing. They look so appealing, but it's not free money. And if you don't have a plan, you will get after this period that they give you of like free interest,
year and a half,
they will just hit you with a very high interest. Because if you don't have a very good credit score, they will say, oh, it's not my fault, you don't have very good credit score, so you are too risky, I will give you 25% interest rate.
Yeah, so Margot's saying it's good to build your credit, right? It's definitely good to build your credit, because if you already build up your credit and you're going to apply for these cards, they're going to give you very low interest rates after this 0% rate ends after a year and a half, 10 months, whatever it is. So yeah, that's great. Plus, if you will be paying it properly and on time, and you're not going to be missing any payments, you're also going to be improving your credit rating. So very important things to notice. So if you have the money they give you, it sounds great, right? It's awesome. But the thing you need to make sure to understand that if you see, if you're already in bad situation, I'll explain momentarily, but if you see the storm coming and you might be in trouble, financial trouble very soon, so before you start maximizing on your other credit cards, you know that you might lose your job, there might be some issues. Now everything is unstable, so you might start looking, maybe should I apply right now, because while your credit score is good, you have a better chance to get a higher amount of money be approved for with a better interest rate. The problem, a lot of people already, when they already maxed their credit cards, they're barely staying afloat.
Yeah.
They're missing payments, so their credit rating getting worse. And then they're saying, okay, I have to do something about it. And then they're reaching out for these companies to give them 0% interest, and then they might not be approved. Or if they are approved, they're going to be approved for a very low amount. And as soon as the interest rate will kick in, it's going to be probably at a much higher rate. Yeah. So you need to kind of think a little bit towards the future if you not yet reached that bad situation, and kind of think, okay, should I do it in case if I see some might happen?
But here's the but. You have to know the fees, because everything have a fee. You will have a fee on the transfer. You will have a fee on the purchases. Maybe each bank has a different term. So you had to make sure you understand the fees related to this 0% interest. And you also need to know the date that this 0% interest will be done. Because after that date, exactly after that date,
the interest rate will go to the regular.
And that regular interest will be based on your credit score. So if your credit score is not good, you have to make sure that whatever you took from this credit card, you had to pay it before this regular interest come, because they will kick you very bad.
Yeah, and if at this point you're thinking, okay, the bank giving me this 0% interest for a year or 2 years, so you're thinking, it's just free money I can use now and give it back later. How do the banks win? Where is the benefit for them?
Yeah.
Where is the benefit? Most of these credit cards, they know how to promote themselves. They know how people usually use them, that when you have the money, you use it. Yeah. So their idea that after this 10 months, 12 months, you're going to be so used to this credit card and using it that eventually when the time comes to be paying off, you already pretty much maximized this credit card while your other credit card maximized as well, because they don't believe that you can change your spending behavior.
Yeah.
So they think if you came already to the point that you need them, that you need this balance transfer, they pretty much know that, yeah, that's because you've been spending a lot and money that you don't have. So here we're going to give you another one, and you're going to become our client as well. And when this introductory interest rate will be done with, you're going to start paying a lot of money again.
And so, you know, they believe all of this because they have...
It's proven.
They have the data. They know how people behave. They know that people get these credit cards without having a plan, without having any strategy, and they just go and take it thinking that they are doing something to pay their debt. But we all know now, because we have been here in this group long enough to know that we are not paying debt with this kind of option. We are just transferring our debt from one bucket to another bucket, from one pocket to another pocket, from one plastic to another plastic, right?
Yeah,
we are not paying debt. We are not paying our debt. We are not doing nothing to get out of it. With all these options, we have been talking every week about one specific option. All these options just are good if you, after you check everything and you compare, you see that you will pay less interest. That's the only thing, that you will pay less for your debt. That's the only thing that it can benefit you. Now, the only thing that you can get all these offers and do like the right thing, the only way to do it right is for you to have a plan, to have a strategy, and to say, okay, I will change my habits, because now maybe I didn't know how to use all this stuff, but now I know I will get this 0% interest. I have 2 years to pay it. I will take all this money that I got from this credit card. I will pay everything else. I will cut, burn, freeze
the rest of my cards,
all the other things, and I will not get in any more debt. And I will commit to pay this before the 2 years end. The faster, the better. And then you will pass all this time of crisis that we are having here, that we don't know how bad the recession is going to be. You will be prepared, so then you will not in 2 months or 3 more months have all these calls from collection, people suing you, because even if the economy goes super down, they will not, collections.
They will not leave you alone.
They will not.
Until they will do anything to get the money out.
Yeah. They are already taking the stimulus checks before people receive them. They are already taking them.
Yeah. And if you owe money, as soon as it hits your bank account, it's gone out of there, because they're allowed to take their money out by law, because you owe it to them. So there's a lot of people start suffering from that. So we just trying to show you other ways, anyways, how to get stronger. I know maybe it's very difficult time to start, but if you did not start before, you have to start sometimes. And this is like the biggest slap on the face to wake up anybody that is not awake yet. You need to start taking control of your money so you can control your life, the outcome. What's gonna happen? Are you gonna be super stressed out next time it happens? Or are you gonna be saying, hey, that's fine. I have my emergency fund. I have savings. I can let it slide quietly until everything comes down and I'm back on my feet, instead of being drowning and go stressed out to sleep every night, not knowing what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're still working, it's definitely time to be starting doing it today.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow, not the after tomorrow, because it's too late.
And if you're still working, and if you don't have too much debt, and if you are like, you know what, I'm okay, I don't have debt, maybe you have zero debt, but you are thinking of taking the opportunity for investment, what can we do? Don't take this money, free money, to invest it in the stock, or in houses, or in whatever, Bitcoin, or whatever it is, because now everything is so uncertain. And maybe they will give you this money for 1 year, and you will say, nah, 1 year I will make some money.
The economy will shoot up. I'll be making so much interest on the money. I'll make another $1,000, and then I'm gonna give it back to them. What happens if it's going the other way? You borrow 10,000, eventually it went to 5,000, and now you're in debt, just like that. So our strategy in life, if you don't have the money for it, don't do it. You save the money, you make sure you have it. If you want to use it for investments, it's not going to damage your family to the point that you have to start borrowing money just to save yourself. If you have this money available, you're not going to jeopardize, use it for sure, because
play around with it. We are very playful with money. We use it, we are like, okay, we are very curious also. So we are like, okay, let's check this thing, let's check that thing. But we have the certainty that we are okay. If we lose the money, we will be okay. That our daughter will be with food, with house, with everything. And that's what we want you to do. Like, we want everyone to start investing and thinking on growing and making their life shiny and beautiful. But before, you need to be very stable. And that's the kind of ugly process because nobody want to do the hard work. But
we want to jump in the shiny right away.
Before you go and take the sunshine, you had to go through the storm and all this stuff and get wet and go through the mud, and then the sunshine will come and you will enjoy it. But you had to do the hard work, and that's what we have been doing for years. And now
we can enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, all the sunshine. So that's what you had to pay attention to. And if you wanna look around, you can go online. They usually have all this information online, but you had to, if you don't see it around, you had to click on the terms and conditions and see the period of this promotion, how much money you might be available to take, and how big will be the interest rate after that, because you need to understand that they might give you a lot of money because they see your situation, and they will say, this guy for sure will not pay in 21 years.
21 months.
21 years. 21 months.
Hey, you never know. Some people don't. It takes them years and years. They just put it on minimum payment and eventually end up take 10 years of paying it.
They will see the situation. Oh, they are already in debt. This guy will never be able to pay it in this period. So they will say, yeah, we will give you the money. Just take it tomorrow. And they will wait until you will get to that date, and you will have to continue paying their interest rate.
Yeah. So to summarize, again, balance transfer can really help you, or it can really ruin you. Yeah. It's all, end of the day, depend on you. Because you can take advantage of it by reducing your interest rate, paying this loan faster while spending less money on the interest. Great tool. As long as you know how to use it, you'll benefit from it.
Have a strategy.
Yeah.
If you have a strategy, you can use it for your benefit.
You'll be victorious. Yeah. That's it for today. I hope you enjoy your weekend with your family, with your loved ones, whoever it is, with your pets. If you're by yourself, with your dog or your cat or your parrot. Enjoy, and we'll see you next Friday.
Yeah, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.